The next match is Ron Bass and Black Bart in a bull rope match. If Bass wins, he gets a 5-minute bull rope match with JJ Dillon. Of course, the finish comes when Bass comes off the middle rope and hits Black Bart with the cowbell. That, of course, leads to Bass and JJ. The finish would see Black Bart sneak in and give Bass a pile driver, and then he lays Dillon on top of Bass for the pin. A few months after this, JJ is going to go on to become the manager of the Four Horsemen. Behind the scenes, we've heard that JJ was essentially the assistant booker for Dusty and almost acted in a more administrative role where Dusty would paint with the broad strokes. He would come behind him with the finer details. What was your relationship like with JJ here in November of '85?
JJ had excellent penmanship. Let's just put it to you that way. That was very, very important in those days for the assistant booker. And James was a smart guy. But as you can see, the evolution of things that were coming to pass, Baby Doll was being taken away from Tully for obvious reasons. Black Bart and Ron Bass, I would assume, were finishing up. They were in their last stages. So JJ, who had a successful career in Texas and other places as a wrestler, / assistant booker or whatever his roles were prior to that, certainly put him in a position to be figured in with us. And he was figured in with Tully first, and JJ looked good in a suit. JJ could talk his ass off, had a great mind for the business. And he was like a calming, voice when you would talk about business and asking to have things explained to you. He could explain it in a way that would settle you down and calm you down. And, he was a pro. He was in every way, he was a shooting manager. He would organize our travel, at least by asking us, hey, what do you think, guys? Should we do this? Should we do that? Fly into here, rent a car there, where you guys want to stay, all that stuff. He actually helped us until we figured it out for ourselves, because we're young guys and running wide open. In those days, it wasn't, okay, Marriott close to the building, or we got an early flight, Marriott close to the airport, whatever it was. He helped organize all that. So he truly was a manager in every sense of the word. And as we started to put the pieces together and the Horseman name came out and it kind of bonded us all together, which was by chance, JJ was a perfect fit. And he was as much a Horseman over the years as anyone else. He earned his right. He was a very important part of that unit, and he deserves a spot in eternity.